always hates on the Phoenix Suns, it seems, in a lot of my rebuilds, so I'm going to try to give it my all and get these guys back into the NBA Finals, because apparently the CPU doesn't like doing that by themselves. So make sure you do like the video if you do like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy a lot of my content. It will always continue to come. So thank you so much for that. So in this video, I'm going to be rebuilding the Phoenix Suns and taking a look at the Phoenix Suns. They definitely have a lot of different options they could go with. They could either go with a win-now team. They still have some young and up-and-coming players to sort of build around and through for years to come. So obviously, when looking at what to do with them, a lot of different ways. Obviously, their starting lineup is pretty great with, obviously, with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Ayton. Their bench is actually pretty deep as well, with getting and acquiring JaVale McGee, keeping Crowder, keeping Cameron Payne as well. But there are some pieces that are definitely probably needing to be moved. Dario Saric, if you haven't seen his contract, is getting paid nearly $10 million over the next 2 years. Definitely something we need to get off the books, I feel, no offense, but, and also Jay Crowder getting paid a lot of money. I know, obviously, in real life, he's a fairly valuable player, but in 2K, not so valuable, so definitely going to need to try and do and move them. Also, big time things, need to re-sign Ayton and McCall. Bridges, definitely need to re-sign these guys, do long-term deals. So, also, we could be looking at trades for, Chris Paul. That's something that could very much happen as well, but I think we're going to do the easy trades first. I think, of course, Dario Saric is getting paid probably a little bit too much, so I think we're going to have to move him, maybe create some cap space as well. So when taking a look at Dario Saric, I think we really just need to get some backup players, so that'd be pretty cool getting Alex Caruso, but I don't think it's very realistic, and you guys know I like trying to make it, as realistic as possible, but also having a lot of fun with my rebuild, so make sure to not take these a bit too serious. We have a pretty good trade here for DeLon Wright. Plus we get a first round pick out of it, which could be pretty fire, not gonna lie. Always could use better guard play. Getting another scorer coming off the bench would be kinda nice. There's Taylor Tucker from the Lakers. That'd be pretty nice to have as well, but obviously again not very realistic. Ooh, Josh Hart would also kind of be a fire deal, but as you can see, he's kind of on a big contract, even though he's on a team option. Kind of don't really want to take that from him. And he's also not shooting that well from the perimeter, which again, Josh Hart I think was his best when he is a 3-and-D player, but I think he's starting to lose that sort of quality from him, which kind of sucks. Anyone else? There was Taco Fall. That was kind of funny, but you know what? This DeLon Wright trade looks kind of interesting. He does shoot pretty well from 3. Not sure how well of a defender he is, but anything off the bench with offense would be nice. Plus getting a first round pick would be pretty dope, so not bad. I think I am going to take it. Also, again, looking at our untouchables players on the trade block, definitely it's to see what happens with Jay Crowder, but also, again, I'm going to be fishing for Chris Paul trades. I'm not trading him. Just looking to see what players I can get back for my boy Chris Paul. Obviously, one of the main goals I think in this video is trying to win a title for Chris Paul. I think that also would be a lot of fun trying to do that, but we'll see how much luck we have, it seems. So simulating through halfway through the season, looking pretty good as you guys saw from there, but standing wise we are second, well, pretty much second. It's pretty jumbled up here from, it seems like 1 to 4, 1 to 5, it's pretty close. Well, obviously the Lakers are very much ahead, but they are the LA Lakers, so it kind of makes a little bit of sense. Obviously the Blazers always do bad as well. The Rockets are actually in last in the West, not too crazy. Over in the East we have the Bucks, the Celtics, the Nets always are pretty low as well, but hey, I'm glad we're doing pretty good. This should be hopefully an easier rebuild. Wow, Devin Booker averaging over 30 points per game. I'm not necessarily sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously, I do want a lot of team play, because as you can see, Ayton, it looks like he's not getting a lot of shots out from, Devin Booker averaging 30. I think I'd rather have Devin Booker being more of a facilitating role than especially Bridges. I mean, if I'm going to extend these guys' contracts, I mean, of course I'm going to do 8 no matter what, but man, Bridges might be a guy I might also look for a trade just to see some improvement out in that perimeter play from the Phoenix Suns. But of course, his defense is what he's known for, so I can't be too mad at him for that. So I did actually right there, as you saw the contract extension, I did extend Bridges and Ayton, thankfully, so they're on some pretty good contracts. We obviously did not get anyone in any awards, which of course is always Giannis. It's always Giannis. It's always Giannis. It's kind of old. Did we get anyone All NBA? Ooh, De'Aaron Fox. Oh man. It seems like in every one of my rebuilds, I always look at De'Aaron Fox and wanting De'Aaron Fox because he progresses so good in 2K. He progresses so good. Wow, I actually have Julius Randle on an All NBA team again, alongside my boy Sabonis, but we actually ended the year in, what is that, 4th place? 5th place. Yeah, that we dropped kind of far from being second. Yeah, I don't know. I think we definitely have some adjustments to do for next season. I know we are not going to win a title this year. Even looking at the side of the bracket, we already have to go through Utah. Oh my God. We had to either go through Utah and then have to go through the Lakers or the Denver Nuggets. That's really tough. I don't think we're going to make it, but hey, we can give it our best shot. Over in the East, the Nets barely make the playoffs. Again, they always seem to have some sort of struggle, and also the New York Knicks. But taking a look at our first matchup, we have the Utah Jazz, and hopefully we can get by them. I think obviously in real life it would be a lot easier said than done, but in 2K it's actually a pretty tough matchup. Look at that, we're already down 2-0. So I obviously had to do a little bit of arrangements with my coach settings, like obviously sticking Bridges on Donovan Mitchell, make sure Chris Paul's guarding Mike Conley, this and that, little small things here and there. Okay, not bad. Let's see here. Devin Booker finally is having some pretty good playoff games. And yeah, Donovan Mitchell's really the only player that we really need to look out for. I think definitely sticking McCall Bridges on him is going to help us out a lot throughout the series. Yeah, look at that. We're already up. Yeah. There we go. We got that reverse sweep on them. If you guys don't know, coach settings are such a cheat code. Well, not really a cheat code, but there's something that helps out a lot actually when you are doing playoff series and stuff, like tightening up the rotation, making sure players are guarding the right players, and make sure you're tightening on like defenses and stuff. And it definitely helps out a lot, so make sure you guys do that if you ever are doing rebuilds and stuff. We actually have the Nets sweeping the defending champs, and the 76ers getting revenge on Trae Young. That's kind of funny. But we have to go against the LA Lakers, guys, and I do not have a good feeling about this. Honestly, if we even put up a good fight, I'll be pretty happy. Okay, well, we're already down 2-0. There we go. Okay, because obviously, this is full health. They are the full health LA Lakers. They have Westbrook, they have LeBron, they have AD. Chris Paul is having some crappy games. I mean, of course, he has to put up with Chris Paul the entire series, which definitely is a lot of energy you gotta waste guarding him. And somehow the Lakers also got Alex Caruso back on their team, so that also helps them out a lot, getting that next perimeter defender to guard our guards. Yeah, this is just, oh man. 15-7. I mean, it's not terrible. Devin Booker looks amazing though, but man, Chris Paul. Okay, can we at least take it to 7? Okay, game 7. We can go against Portland. We can win that series in the next round. Okay, well, that was too early to tell. Oh my God, look at this. Like, how am I supposed to stop this? How am I supposed to stop this? And that happens in real life. The Lakers are NBA champions for real, but Chris Paul not really hitting for us. I don't know. That was just a really bad matchup. I mean, we had to go against either that or Denver, and then we had Utah in the first round. Like, that was just really bad set for us. Dang. Oh well. I think next year, I definitely really want to look at some other players at some other positions. But I mean, if you look at Brooklyn here, we probably would have lost to them too. They even added Eric Gordon to the team, which is pretty amazing. But the Celtics actually made the NBA Finals, and I feel like for the last handful of 2K rebuilds, the Celtics are they are the next dynasty in 2K. It's them and the Pelicans. I feel like they are the next sort of annoying team we're gonna have to face every year. So we're gonna have to look out for them. But like I said, I think we do need to look at some changes in our team, our lineup. I think offense. We need a little bit more offense. I feel like we're a little bit too mindful of defense, and also Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul. We're gonna look at some trades for him in a second, but taking a look at contracts and whatnot. I did, like I said, re-sign these two guys, but somehow they're mad at me for some reason. I think for losing. I think they might be mad or upset, so that sucks. But let's actually see what we can get for Jay Crowder. I think he's a little too old for our team now. Oh, we can get Kyle Kuzma. That's definitely some instant offense. But again, Jay Crowder, real life, really good player in 2K. Not really the sort of effort type of play you see in real life. You know what I mean? We could get Rudy Gay back for him, which could be pretty nice. Alex Caruso, Terrence Ross. Okay, so we basically, again, give up some more defense for some more offense. Definitely not a bad thing, at least I think. Anyone really catching my eye at the forward position? Jacopoto. Oh, we have Nwaba. I think is how I pronounce his name, from the Rockets. But we just had him in our last rebuild. Ooh. We could just get like a really good wing player in Kispert. Corey Kispert, who did play for Gonzaga. Man, look at those shooting percentages. That's crazy. I don't remember him being that bad of a defender. You know what? That's not a bad trade. Plus, he's on a rookie contract, which means he's gonna get paid super low, so it's gonna help us out on cap space a lot. But it doesn't help out a lot. We still only have about 8 million cap space, but again, we're building a title contending team, and we have a lot of guys we have to pay. Obviously, I mean, Chris Paul and all these guys are getting paid over nearly 30 mil. It's pretty amazing. Well, not amazing, but pretty crazy, I guess. That's wild. But looking at what positions we need filled, I think, of course, even with Cam Johnson being mad at us for some reason again, we need a better power forward. I think power forward is definitely the only position we're really lacking a lot in, and Cam Johnson even being really mad at us is definitely something we need to look at. Also with Bridges, look at trade options for him. Maybe even Chris Paul again. Just a little idea, because he's not getting any better. He's even digressing a little bit. So I don't know. Obviously, this could be like a get Chris Paul a title type of video, but man, I don't know. It's really tough. I think definitely trading Cam Johnson is definitely the move, though. And as you can see, we're getting some pretty good options for him. Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon found his way on the Bucks this year, but he would definitely be a pretty reliable option. Even Lauri Markkanen with some three-point shooting from the corners, that'd be pretty sick. But I feel like Cam Johnson already gave that to us. We're looking for a little bit more. Maybe just like a more well-rounded player. Oh wow. We can go extra big and run Ayton at the 4 and run Capella at the 5. That could be an idea. That's pretty interesting, actually. Jackson Hayes, Jakob. Norman Powell, ooh. Rui Hachimura. You know what? I really like to trade not just because of Rui, but we also get another really good bench player in Daniel Gafford, which we did lose JaVale McGee to free agency. I let him walk. So we actually get 2 pieces here. Giving up 1 piece, and we do have to give up Cameron Payne, but I think giving up Cameron Payne definitely not in real life would be worth it, but in 2K, that's not a bad get. I think again, maybe running Capella. You know what? Running 2 big men, it never really works out anyway. I think the Rui Hachimura trade is actually not that bad. Plus, they get a first-round pick, so again, it's not that too unrealistic. But that's interesting. And just taking a little sneak peek into some trades for Chris Paul, at least. We could get some really interesting options. Like, man, De'Aaron Fox, my boy. You saw the Jaylen Brown trade, the Ben Simmons trade. Some other really cool ones. Jamal Murray, like, that would be so much fun to watch in Phoenix. But no, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna try to make this, somewhat of a realistic trade. And I think the Phoenix Suns are really fixed on keeping Chris Paul around. So even though I could get an amazing sort of player like Lonzo Ball to pair up alongside Devin Booker, that'd be a great duo for years to come. Even I could run Devin Booker at the 1, have Jaylen Brown run the 2. That could also be a lot of fun as well. I think I might just have to stick with him. And also, snack him. I gotta get him out of there. Maybe I'll do a Kings rebuild soon too. That could be a lot of fun. Man, even the three-point shooting of Jamal Murray would be really sick to see on Phoenix. But you know what? Chris Paul is our guy for right now. But we also have a rest of a team to rebuild and retool. And with only about $8 million to spare, not really looking too hot for us. I think we do need to pick up maybe a backup wing player. Dorian Finney-Smith would actually be kind of fire. But I think also in 2K, kind of like Jake Crowder, the effort and what he brings to the table doesn't really transfer very well to 2K. Like again, just like how Jake Crowder really is. But I think Jeremy Lin would actually be a pretty good player to keep off the bench. I think we really need a six-man, like a really good, fiery six-man, kind of like what's his name? The guy from the Utah Jazz. Jordan Clarkson, right? We need a Jordan Clarkson type of player, that's for sure. Also, needing a backup guard, another backup guard. Because we did lose Cameron Payne to free agency. We could pick up Anthony Simons. I think I tried to pick him up in a video before, but we didn't get him. And obviously, sort of being a Blazer guy, knowing how good of a scorer he can be, him coming off the bench could also be a very fiery spark to the offense. So, plus he's pretty cheap. Wow, he's actually really cheap. That's actually maybe the cheapest I've ever seen him go for. That's pretty fire. Let's see, anything else? I mean, I guess if we do miss out on Anthony Simons, we could just pick up Eric Bledsoe, bring him back to the Suns on that very nice, almost veteran minimum. Just give him that no trade clause just because. Oh wow, we actually got all of them. That's awesome, but I think Portland's gonna match, right? Yeah, you can see Portland matches. But you know what, I've seen that happen before where it kind of glitches out, or I don't know if it glitches out or not. I don't know if Portland actually does match him. Yeah, he's still here. Okay, well that's the case. I'm gonna keep Averny. Oh. So I don't have cap space to sign Jeremy Lamb. What? What am I gonna do? I'll show you what I did. I looked up trades randomly for Jalen Smith, and this absolute gem, steal, definitely somewhat of a 2K simulation cheat code. Picking up Cam Reddish, I don't know why Atlanta was offering me this, and this is definitely my one, maybe a little fun trade I do in some of my 2K rebuilds, but definitely the most unrealistic trade I've made so far, but hey, it's a lot of fun. So, looking at our team now, keeping around Chris Paul, keeping around Bridges. Now we're adding Rui Hachimura to the starting lineup, which would be a really good piece to grow alongside of other players like Ayton and Booker. Then we have Gafford off the bench, Cam Reddish off the bench, Anthony Simons off the bench, Corey Kispert off the bench. We're going all out on offense, as you can see, and you know what? I think it will turn out to be right. Knowing the Phoenix Suns playbook, knowing how they run, knowing how they gun, knowing how they absolutely dominate on the offensive end, I think this could be a really good thing for us. So hopefully it's not that bad. I really have a lot of high hopes for Phoenix again this year. I think they're also going to be a really good high-seeded team this year. Again, make sure you look out later on this week for my playoff prediction video, I guess. But you can see the Sixers are desperately wanting to get rid of Ben Simmons, and they keep offering me him. And man, it's so intriguing. If we weren't such a high seed right now, I think I would take this trade. But again, I think I'm gonna try to do, the get Chris Paul a title sort of ordeal, and it's hopefully going pretty well for us so far. We are second right now to the. Somehow the Warriors got their hands on CJ McCollum, which that is just weird. I think they might have traded Wiggins for CJ McCollum, which if the Blazers did that in real life, I would literally never talk about the Blazers ever again. But wow, even the Timberwolves are super high seeding as well, which is super weird. The Kings with my boy De'Aaron. Oh my god, look at De'Aaron, dude. I should have traded Chris Paul for De'Aaron Fox. It's more of like a fantasy style rebuild, which I should do one of those in one of my rebuilds. I should just completely tear apart a team and just absolutely just make a bunch of crazy trades. That'd be kind of fun. But the Utah Jazz are very much struggling, being in the playoffs last year to now being the bottom feeder of the West. and Simons really starting to really pick up the pace, which is really good for a team off the bench. Even Bridges having a lot better of a year this year. I'm really liking the team I put together. I think, again, offensively, we are just a juggernaut, which is amazing. Yeah, I think we can really improve, maybe even go for a 1 seed, I think. I guess we'll just have to see. Ending the year off with Luka Doncic almost averaging a 40-point triple-double, which, God, that's pretty crazy. Anything else happening? Let's see. Andre Drummond went 6th man of the year again. Oh, he's on the Warriors, too. Oh my God, the Warriors are just stacked. Davion Mitchell wins most improved. That's actually really cool. He actually developed to an 82 overall, which I think is maybe the highest I've seen him as an overall so far, but we ended up getting Coach of the Year, and De'Aaron Fox, again, being sort of the missing piece to the puzzle. Maybe we'll have to see to the team winning All-NBA 13, but anyways, we made the playoffs. We are the 1 seed. Actually, the Kings also made the playoffs, which is pretty dope. And that the Bucks, the Celtics are defending champs, and the Brooklyn Nets are all out of the playoffs as of right now in the playing games. Man, that's 2K does these teams so dirty. I guess we'll have to see who makes it in. So we have the Thunder and the Nuggets out west, and in the east we had the Celtics and the Bucks. So that means, yes, the big three Brooklyn Nets team didn't even make the playoffs this year, losing to the Detroit Pistons. That's as unrealistic as it can get, but hey, it's 2K, it's fun, it's whatever. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder right now in the first round. I think we should pretty easily handle. Oh God, please don't do some dumb 2K stuff. Oh my God. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's absolutely carrying that. So you're telling me the Phoenix Suns? Oh my God. You know what I have to do? Coach settings, and you know what I have to do? I have to put Bridges on Shea. No offense to Chris Paul. I think this would probably happen in real life too if SGA had to go against Chris Paul, man, because Chris Paul, you know, really good defender, but at this age, Shea would definitely probably have his way with them. Having a lot better luck in the next few games, but oh my God. We're gonna get bounced out of the first round because of one player. That's absolutely insane. You know what, that is the only reason why Bridges is even on the team right now is because he can't defend, but he's not even defending the player that we want to defend. I mean, if we lose, we lose. I don't care. Okay, 3-3, come on. Come on. Okay, he's defending him a little bit better. Again, like I said, with the coach settings, I did, tighten up the rotation and did all that other fun stuff, but man, I thought we would have a lot better of an easier run than this, but man, the Thunder, that's a crazy hard team. Okay, thank God. I had to get a little scare out of us. Yeah, man, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, you guys saw in my last rebuild, to not spoil anything, but Shea can develop into a real animal in this game, that's for sure. And again, Chris Paul is just, I don't want to say weighing us down, but man, let's hope we can at least make a run for a title right now. We are avoiding the Lakers and the Warriors, so hopefully the Pelicans aren't super overpowered in this year's playoffs. Let's see. We are already up 2-0, which is really nice. And okay, I think we should probably do this, right? Thank goodness, because look at that, they added Oladipo to the team as well. So they have Oladipo, Williamson, and still having Brandon Ingram on the team too. That's crazy, but ended up sweeping them, which is pretty nice. Yeah, that is a pretty dangerous team, not gonna lie. But DeAndre Ayton having a very good playoff series. Same thing with Devin Booker. Devin Booker's definitely leveling out his playing, which is really nice actually. And Chris Paul just, I don't know how I feel right now, but hey, the Lakers, we get a rematch to the Lakers, and then the very surprised play-in team, the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics, looks like they're on a pretty hot streak. Same thing with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who look like they're just the regular Cavaliers. Oh, they actually added Buddy Hield, Kuzma, and Ross. You know, this is actually a really deep team. Maybe that's why they're playing so well. I have no idea, but let's actually just find out here. Lakers. Oh my god, okay, it's 1-1. 2-1 is a rematch of not only last year's playoffs in real life, but also last year's playoffs in the game. So, a little bit of a friendly rivalry here with the Lakers. Down 3-2. The Celtics already made it to the NBA Finals. Can we get past LeBron finally? Please, please, please. I mean, if we lose, we lose. It is the Lakers. It's a tough out. Come on. Okay. Yes. Game 7. Western Conference Finals. Thank goodness. It looks like Westbrook and LeBron had some pretty tough games there. Is that Josh Richardson was their best player? That's crazy, but Devin Booker had a great game, and again, Chris Paul is just, he's nowhere to be found. It's pretty sad. I have a pretty good feeling we could win this, right? We're just Boston. Oh my god. Why is this Boston team like now the undefeated team in 2K? 2K must have done something, because for some reason the Celtics are just like an unstoppable force. I don't know why. Rui Hachimura is playing good. Everyone's playing good. I mean, Chris Paul's probably weighing us down a little bit, but we're not going to go down 3-0. Oh my. Are you absolutely... I'm showing you guys that there's no, like, fishiness going on with the settings. For some reason. Yo, I bet you Boston Celtics fans are loving my 2K My League series, because the Celtics are just a beast. I think in my next video, I need to play as an Eastern Conference team, and I need to take out the Celtics as quickly as possible, because they look like the new New Orleans Pelicans team, because that used to be the Pelicans in last year's 2K was the unstoppable force, but now it looks like in this year's 2K, it's the Boston Celtics. So you know what? Next week's 2K video, I gotta stop him. And Chris Paul, pretty bad. I think we definitely should have traded him. I think that definitely was the move if I really wanted to try really hard in this rebuild. But you know what? Maybe down the line I'll make another Phoenix Suns rebuild and do it a little bit more fun. But hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, a little bit more of a realistic chill out video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and make sure to comment down below some other